On the off chance that you're hearing a really long silent lag time at the beginning of the video, it's because my recording software has been picking like a variable number of seconds between 1 and 10 and actually starting the recording between there somewhere. So I'm just waiting to make sure you get everything. So here we are at 600 feet with our stealth archer. Something I wanted to mention, a couple things that I learned since the last video. The first is that I actually went through and looked at some of the notes from the tutorial, which is amazing. If you are just starting to play this game, the tutorial is really helpful, probably more helpful than these videos. But one of the things I learned is that if you are relying on stealth, it's actually disadvantageous to walk around in the middle of the room. The more walls you have around you, the more you hug the walls, the less chance of you being seen. So that's awesome. That's a neat feature. So I'm going to try and use that more in this session. What was the second? Oh yeah, and the second thing I've learned to start doing with some other characters is, because I've had a long time between playing sessions recently, if I start up a game like deeper than 400 feet and I just start playing, I'll die. I don't know, it's just because I'm not paying attention or I forget. I just haven't warmed up. I don't know, this is a pretty intense game, I guess you have to warm up. So lately I've been picking like either a copy of the same character or a different character at a depth that I just keep for warm-ups, and I just try and kill it in like 500 turns or something, just so I remember what it's like, and then I'm better off playing for real. So as we get started, one thing I noticed right away is that I'm running out of light. The other thing I noticed right away is, why am I not wielding these poison arrows? Because even if I want to hang on to these 99 extra vanilla arrows, I still would like to have the option of shooting poisoned ones if I get into trouble. So let's keep those. Now I'm going to make sure I don't have any forging equipment on or anything. Looks like we're good. And what am I looking at in terms of build? Okay, so yeah, that's what happened. Last time I think we... Alright, so the last ability I took was Artifice. But before that, I was going for Stealth. So I think I might finish off the Stealth tree by grabbing 11 points. Because Stealth will help, like anything up to 20 is going to help, I think. And then I'll grab the Dexterity, because that will give me both some better archery skills as well as make it harder for monsters to see me. Right now, though, we're stuck in this weird nowhere land. So anything... Alright, you know what, let's just go back up. And I'm going to head straight back down, but it's hard for me to resist just taking a quick peek around, see if there's any like easy to grab treasures or anything. Oh, hey, my favorite bad guys. Let's see if I can, you know what, screw it. See, even the game is rewarding me for not dealing with Horg. So a clear potion is always a potion of Miruvor, which is like some kind of elf booze. It works like a healing potion and like cures everything, so it's really good to have. So even if you don't have a way of identifying it, it's like the murky brown potions, in that it's always the same thing. And then I don't know what this garnet ring is, so let's put on our identification helmet. Alright, it's a Ring of Wrath. I'm going to get out of the way of these werewolves. Gauntlets, disconnection. Oh, and I have a ton of experience, so let's... Yeah, so one more point, and I'll be able to afford Dexterity. And then who knows what I'll go for after that. I don't know if we faced these yet in the last video. I feel like we did, but I've been playing a bit on my own as well of a different character who's quite deep. And that's a good Matak. And I'm not sure if we fought these. So these things aren't that hard for me to kill. And with the Kite Shield of Hador, I can resist their ice hits and stuff too, but I don't like fighting in super close quarters like this. And they're not really hiding any like decent treasure, so I'm just going to leave them alone. So if, in case we didn't see those last time, those are demons that hit you with ice. They can't breathe ice or anything, but when they hit you, it freezes you. But they die quick. Like, they're not hard to kill. I start to get nervous in these mazy corridors, too, because they tend to harbor some pretty bad monsters. And you just see, I don't know if you noticed, but that door over there opened up, so somebody's coming this way. Don't know what it is, but... Oh, yeah, right, I forgot I was hungry. Sorry, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna eat... Oh, we still have this Herb of Emptiness. I'm gonna eat some lembas here. And we're running low on food. I hope I don't have to take mind over body. What you just saw there, when your character gets weak, you saw two things happen. One is that it said weak in the bottom, and then I became slow. However, I didn't become slow just because weakness makes you slow. What actually happened there is that weakness knocks some points off your strength, which we've already drained. And with such low strength, we just weren't able to carry all our stuff, so... Ulfang the Black. This guy is like my favorite unique, and again, I should knock on wood, but he rarely comes with buddies, although this time looks like he has. And I never lose to this guy, so I'm going to leave him there for a couple minutes, because I don't particularly like that vantage point. It might be possible for us to come around the side, which would be a lot better. I don't want to get caught in these hallways running away from those archers. See, if I had perception, I could probably find a secret route over to him. You know, I wonder if I wield him a talk and try, if this is actually a secret door, and I try to tunnel through it, if it's easier. I bet it's not. And it's noisy, so I don't want to try it. This is around the depth of the dungeon where this is like, I'm just uber paranoid. It is so easy to die down here. It was easy before, but the thing with the early game is that it's pretty, like, it is kind of variable, but the normal way to die is to get caught in a pack of stuff. So you get surrounded, or you just get trapped. In the late game, there are like, every monster is as strong as you are, so you can just get a bad hit, and you're dead. These shadow spiders, they're not too hard for our archer character here, but they run fast. Yeah, and see, even though this room is lit up, it's still hard for me to see him. Ah, that's so annoying. So he can blind me. He hits really hard. Oh, they have a lot of HP. I didn't know that. And they're hard to hit. Did it say he does not deign to pursue you? Oh, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to set myself up in a place... I'm going to leave him alone for now. That's what I'm going to do. And just so you know, giants aren't a joke. Like, I've killed a whole bunch of them, but if you remember, I did it from very far away. If a giant is like 5 or 6 steps away from me, I won't fight it with this character. Oh, that's handy. A regeneration amulet. Well, yeah, I'm not going to take that. There's a lot of equipment that gives you regeneration, and it's not the kind of thing that's going to like save your life. Remember these things. I hate them. Yeah, regeneration is not the kind of thing that's going to make or break your game. And it causes hunger. So that's something that I'm kind of sensitive to right now. This seems like a big floor too. It's really easy to burn. I think that was a... You notice this message, you hit it. I think that was a Ring Roko. Yeah, there he is. Or sorry, Sil Roko. And you start to get an instinct for how to avoid those things. So even though I couldn't see him, I tried to pull him out into this hallway. And then by hovering along the wall, I assumed he would become unwary, and then I just looped around. So this Russet Herb of Restoration for a smithing type character is a godsend. Because, oh yeah, I meant to show this last time. The other thing I noticed when I was going through the help and stuff is that once you identify an item, there's actually really helpful information about it. Well, arrows, there's not that much, but like for staves, I always just use staves, and I think I have an idea of how they work, but the help text for the items actually tells you a lot about how they work. So like, for example, this Mirror Gore, it tells you everything that it cures, and it cures half your health. The Potion of Constitution will tell you exactly, well, not exactly, but the range of turns that it'll affect. It's not very specific about how much Constitution it'll restore, because I think if you're drained by a lot of points, it won't. Maybe it will. Maybe it will just fix all of them. I don't know. But like for staves, like this I didn't even know. So it lights up an area with a radius of 7 squares. Cool, I just thought it, oh, plus the entire room. Alright, I knew that. But it also stuns any light sensitive creatures in the area of the effect. That I didn't know. So just stuff like that. It's kind of handy. Now, I think I was talking about something else, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, the Herb of Restoration. Where'd it go? Let's see. Restores all of your statistics by up to 3 points each. And it's actually 250 turns of food, which is pretty good, because Lembas is 3,000, and it's the best food. Ta-da! We have a forge. I really, you know, I'm going to need to take Keen Senses soon, because this is getting to be a pain. And the reason why I'm fighting this thing here is because I'm dumb, actually, because in my head I think I can just flee up here, but if that invisible Silroko thing is chasing me, that was really dumb. Oh, there he is. That him? Okay. Ow. Oh, and I should have put on the kite shield before I hit him. Or fought him. But he's dead. Okay. Ah, that Silroko's in the way. I really need to find something of true sight, like, soon. And the thing is that this little Silroko guy, even if I get him out of the way, if I want to use that forge, I'm going to have to, like, do something creative, because he's going to come and annoy me. Ah, okay. I'm playing too fast. I gotta chill, because I did not mean to run into that werewolf. Are they going up the stairs? I don't know why they do that. It's kind of funny. Like, I find that monsters, if you wake them up and make them angry, and they start chasing you, and then you vanish on them, they'll just like get pissed and go up the stairs. And maybe they think that I fled up the stairs. See, these things piss me off. Like, what a shitty place for them to stand. Plus 3 arrows, those are pretty good. Inventory management is starting to become a bit of a challenge here. So I don't think I'll ever use those gloves of power. Like, let's be realistic. What do I, yeah, no, I won't. So let's take these. And this werewolf, if I start forging, he's going to wake up for sure. The problem with this forge is there aren't any doors around it. Or are there? Yeah, no, there are no doors here. So everybody and their mother is going to hear me. Oh, and now the Silroko is still here. This thing is pissing me off so bad. Oh, is that a shadow, actually? Yeah, okay, so that was a shadow. That's a different monster. The reason why I can tell is because it says it touches you. Only shadows do that. Well, of the invisible monsters, at least. There he is. And these things are no joke, so don't fight them. Once I get something of true sight, this will all become a lot easier. But I'm burning, like, infinity turns here, so let's... I just want to check. There's a certain item I like to make at this stage, which is going to help me with my smithing. So the way, at this stage in the game, we don't actually want to make anything with Artifice that's going to help us directly. We want to make a bunch of equipment that's just going to push our smithing through the roof. So the first thing I like to make is a pair of gloves that will give me something like weaponsmith so that I can make weapons without having to take the skill. So let's look at that. But the way you do this is you want to take penalties on... There's a recipe for it. So basically, where the hell is the thing? Stat bonuses. So I want to take a dex penalty and a smithing bonus. And then I want weaponsmith on it. And this skill isn't really representative of what I'll actually be able to do. And what do I might take a curse on it just so. But it reset everything. There we go. And this is kind of confusing, but by increasing the special bonus, it actually just like, in this case, my penalty is the bonus. So it's going to decrease my dexterity, you see, but it's going to improve my smithing. So 15 seems like it should be in my reach. Like I might have to take 1 point of smithing. Takes a lot of experience though. But you can see I'll get +3 smithing gloves. It'll give me weaponsmith. And that'll be all in all pretty useful for 800 XP. So let's just splunk a bit more. We'll go back there later. Please tell me that's an amulet of grace. No, it's not. Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna have to switch back to torches. This is where it's really handy to have all this light producing equipment, because it's not the end of the world that I have to switch to torches now. That's weird. Usually I find oil or something by now. See, now there's something shadowy here and I can't even see it. Oh crap, and now I hit it. And I think that's a lurking horror, so I do not want to fight that. Is it still lurking? Looks like all paths are leading back to this forge. Let's, is that werewolf still up here? Yeah. See, if I start forging, he's just going to come after me and trap me in that little forge area. That is actually, this is a really bad forge for this character. Because once I start, there's no way, like, I'm going to have to pull some serious shenanigans if there's more than one monster that comes after me. Okay, maybe I'll just convince this guy to chase me. I just want to check something. I'll have enough. Okay. Wow, actually, oh yeah, he was sleeping, that's why I hit him. Come on. No, please don't run back. Okay, good. Sucker. Okay. Close you up. The more doors that I have closed between me and the rest of the dungeon, the better, because it silences things. Okay, well, this Silroko's still here. So let's see if I can't convince him to come out. Okay, now he's up there. Why are these things so damn confusing? Oh, ooh, nice one. Okay, let's try something. I don't know if these things care about Elbereth, but maybe I can scare him off. Awesome. Yeah, okay. So you can see he got confused there. I stuck him in this room. Well, either that or monsters heard me and they're coming after me. But I stuck him in this room. Even though I couldn't see him, I just kept trying to close the door. And then those Silroco things move erratically. So eventually he just got bored and stepped back, and then I shut the door on him. And because of Vanish, he became unwary. Okay, this might be the stupidest thing I do this game. What did I just do? A best case scenario would be that I have a Staff of Warding. What that lets you do is put down these little runes on the ground that monsters don't like to run past. And at certain stages, I can't remember if they exist at this depth, but there's this monster called a Grotesque, which is like a big ass statue that all he does is follow you and stop. And if he comes and plugs this area, I'm dead, because I can't kill those things right now. So let me see where those start to show up. Oh no, this is a crappy save file. Oh well. Once again, go big or go home. So let's put on my forging gloves. What's my skill right now? 14. One more point of smithing. Right. Set of leather gloves. Nope. I always do this. Gloves. Dex penalty. Smithing bonus. There are, like, danger works too, wrath works. Don't use hunger. I've done this before. So hunger as a curse is awful because you might think it's not a big deal, like, ooh, I'm just going to wear it when I'm smithing. But sometimes smithing takes like 300 turns, and that's a lot of food. Especially because we're going to make a bunch of these. Like, we're going to make some hammers and stuff that do it too. And that just gets out of hand. Let's put weaponsmith. Let's call it set of leather gloves of weapon making. Alright, and now this is where we cross our fingers. Now if something goes bad, depending on what it is, I might be able to shimmy around and get around it. If it's a pack, I'll probably have to Elbreth it, which probably won't work and I'll die. But I have see, if things get really bad, I can suck down one of these dexterity potions and one of these strength ones, and then a quickness, and then eat rage. And then that's enough melee that I'll be able to kill things, so. Okay, well that's better than nothing. It looks like it was this door that burst open. And given that it was broken down, it was probably a Silroco. Should I keep going? Well, the next door that'll break down is that one. And then I'll be able to escape. Or that's at least how I figure it's going to go. Okay, so now this got real. Okay, you know what? You are the most annoying thing on the planet, so. Well, of course he noticed me. I hit him in the face. Come on. Oh, great. A shadow, too. At least now I can see this one. Where are you, noobs? Ouch. Is this thing completely dumb? Like, this is actually a place where it might be worth turning off of Vanish for a second. So just so you know, you can turn off abilities. Okay, so now it should just chase me for a bit. Although, because they're erratic, they're kind of dumb. But see, it made it out here this time. And like, that's probably not the smartest thing I've ever done. Oh, okay, but not, I did that wrong. Just gonna wait a few turns to see if he's smart enough to bust open that door. Okay, now somebody's coming in this way. This is like, there is no peace here. That was lucky. I did not think that I was going to be able to pull that off. So I can drop my old forging gloves. Get these weapon making ones, and let's get the hell out of here, because I've had enough of this room. And just so you know, because we made an artifact, I think I've said this before, but creating an artifact uses up 3 uses of the forge. Oh, why am I walking around drained? Wow, I forgot about that whole thing. Yeah, creating an artifact takes up 3 uses of a forge. With the bread, with any kind of food that's not lembas, I just eat it, usually, if I see it on the floor, because there's no point in wasting inventory space, as long as I'm not gorged. I don't know, it seems so much easier to fight these things than it is to fight wargs. Like, they have the same protection. I think they have better evasion. Have I fought one of these yet? No. So these serpents are actually not that tough. If you have a way of getting through protection, I'm going to put on that kite shield just in case it breathes fire on me, but... they really don't have much HP at all. Now, that doesn't mean you want to... oh, shoot. That's a shadow spider that's hitting me, by the way. So when one of those things comes after you, even though you can't see it, just try to take sharp corners, because that usually you'll fall out of sight. Yeah, there he is. Okay, there'll be plenty of serpents. Those things are like super common later, so I don't need to kill that one. Where'd my shield go? These little dragons, they're a bit tougher than serpents, but they're so cute. Oh, I guess I've killed one already. Oh yeah, I think I remember now. That, my friends, is what you call extreme prejudice. Let's... this floor is humongous. I'm starting to wonder if I shouldn't just dive. And again, that shadow that I just walked past, probably lurking horror. If you accidentally run into one of those, you know, like just a misclick, you are dead. That damn shadow spider again. I think I agitated him. I can't tell if this is what the floor is supposed to look like, or if Netherworm Mask just had a field day here. I wonder if I can make this shot. Wow, that's... man, this dude's like the best archer ever. I just shot around a corner. Another little buggy den. Okay, what I just did there was not smart, because for all I know, he had buddies with him. Oh, I thought I killed you. See what I can do here. These trolls are actually surprisingly astute. It's easy to like just think because they're trolls they're dumb, because the old ones were. But I find these ones are pretty good. Oh, see? They flanked me. That's a smart troll. And that one already healed all the way, so I had him down almost dead. Luckily for me, Vanish is pretty good. He found his little safe place. So there's probably another one in this hallway still. Or not. Oh my god, some bad luck with shots. I don't know why I suddenly can't critical to save my life, but there we go. This is a hard choice. We'll do more criticals with this, and sure, Radiance, it shoots like a light trail, so you can see now. Before I wouldn't have been able to see where I was shooting, so it's really good. But that losing 2 damage sides is actually pretty crummy. Where is that door? Sure, it's only +0. Is there anything I can drop? I feel like I'm not using this bastard sword, but the second I drop it, I'm going to want it. I guess if things really get bad, I can quaff a dexterity potion and then hit somebody with a Matok. Because all the potions I have left are still pretty useful. Yeah, pretty much everything I have here is useful. Alright, the bastard sword it is. I'll probably regret that, but let's lug this longbow around a bit more. And I think I'm getting sick of this floor, so let's... Is there anything else that I want to see? Oh, I want to take... Okay. Wow, did I really spend like a lot of turns here or something? Alright, that's it, going down. I find this short sword of Amrod in like every freaking game. I don't know what it is, every game. So this is actually pretty good for me to hold around. Because it improves stealth and perception by 2, and it's free action. But I need this light right now. So now we run into another situation. Well, I can probably drop... Oh man, I should have dropped that longsword of Spider Slaying. And I'll pick this up for whatever time comes around where I don't need to wear this Longsword of Brilliance anymore. And what's this stuff? These Stabs of Foes are actually really helpful. And now that I have a Radiance bow, probably more useful than Light. All they do is show you where all the monsters are on the level. And you know what, we should probably just call it here actually, because these videos are getting really long, and I can't, in the beginning of the game it's easy to do 2 floors in one video because they're not that big, but that last floor took forever. And I'm starting to wonder if I should just dive, because we're burning a lot of turns. Get dexterity. Awesome. So now we got a pretty strong character here. Knock on wood. But 7 dexterity is nothing to sniff at, and we haven't even started making equipment yet. Eventually I'll drink a strength potion to get rid of that penalty, but right now there's really no need. Especially with the short bow. I mean, I don't need the strength bonus for that. I lost the damage side on my sword, but I don't think I've hit anything in a while. Alright, so next video, I think I might start focusing now a bit on perception or song. True sight is becoming a big problem. Like, it's really frustrating to have to fight invisible monsters. I can't remember if there are more of them, or like if they increase in number. But just perception in general, I think an archer should have a bit of it. And then song, I want to get sharpness, which is a big investment. So we're probably going to go without taking any will this game, which is scary, but what are you going to do? You got to make a sacrifice somewhere. But I'll think about that a bit more. It's not like we have a lot of experience to spend right now. My dexterity is greater than my experience right now. But cool, thanks for tagging along, and I will see you guys next time.